What is going on, everybody? It is theF0R3N, and welcome back to the Q&A session. I think this is number 5. It's probably going to go live Wednesdays or Thursdays. I'd like to try and keep this a regular thing. So keep asking questions. Just ask your questions in the comment section below. If it's a repeat question, I might answer it. I might not. I don't know. Anyways, let's just get into the questions. So, the Ms. Gaming asked me, what is your favorite button layout and how does it help you? My favorite layout is actually just the default. I have never actually tried tactical or anything else like that. Why it helps me? I'm just used to it. I mean, I've used it since COD 4, so I don't know. I wouldn't say that the tactical layout doesn't help you, because from what I've heard, tactical layout helps you with like drop shotting and stuff like that. Personally, I think that it's more about the controller. If I were to have a scuff, I think that that would actually help me more, being able to jump and turn and aim at the same time and shoot. So I think that it's more about the controller that'll help you, because you know, just a standard Xbox controller, you know, you just have your normal buttons, but if you have these down here, you're not taking your thumb off the sticks. So that, I guess that's my personal opinion on that. I prefer default layout. Stuart Love asked predictions for SBK 13. My predictions are my opinion only, and I am not trying to, I guess, make anyone feel bad for the way that I think about all this, but I believe that my team is going to win the first round. I'm trying to think of what the other matchups are. I think that it'll be a close matchup between Do You Even Lift and Full Metal Jackass. I think that's the team names. I think that'll be a pretty close game. I haven't seen Duel play before. I've seen FMJ play before, so it could go either way. On the other end of the brackets, Razor versus Teabags. I think Teabags is going to win. They're a really strong team. And then Loco versus Tryhard. I think Team Loco is going to win that. And then Bean's team will move on again. So that's Teabags over Loco. And assuming that my team wins, I believe that we'll win the next matchup. And the finals would be pretty interesting. I'm not going to say who I think will win, because obviously the biased opinion would be my team's going to win. You know, that's how you have to go in to everything when you're competing for anything. You have to always be confident, and you have to always think you're going to win no matter what. So sure, I think I'm going to win, but I'm more or less doing this for the fun. So it could go either way, really. Mr. Unbelievable 12, when and what was your first graphics you've ever done for anyone? When and what? My first thing of graphics, I think I'm gonna go with when I was out of school. So the first thing I actually made was a movie intro for a short film called The Good, the Bad, and the Cooties. A couple of friends of mine that were in the film program, that was their 35mm project, and I had created the intro. It kind of had a feel of Sherlock Holmes, like the intro with like the bleeding graphics and stuff. So we kind of emulated that, but then we brought in like a childish comic book feel to it, as opposed to just like parchment and ink. And I thought it was pretty successful. I had a lot of fun doing it. Personally, I would love to do all video work, but it's, you know, far and few between. It's hard to find. So yeah. So my first one was intro titles for The Good, the Bad, and the Cooties, and then I recreated it down the road. At first, it was more of a single tone sort of thing, and then we made it more into imagery and drawing pictures and stuff. But that's neither here nor there. Sean Dizzle88 asked, do gunners actually help? I personally, and this is again my personal opinion, I believe that they do help. My gunners are the vinyls, the crystalline lenses, and I think that it does help. Most people are just like, well, they just look like glasses, but what they do is they help to create contrast on the screen, and it helps to prevent unwanted light into your eyes, so you don't strain your eyes. What's interesting about them, and this is just kind of from what I noticed when gaming with them at night, it almost feels like the lens brings in light and then kind of disperses it towards your eyes. So it almost looks like the rims on the glasses actually have like a glow to them. It's kind of interesting, and it's something that when you wear them, you might notice it. I noticed it right away, but that's because I used to play with all the lights off, and then all I had was my monitor actually lighting up my face. So I don't know. I think that they help, especially for me being a designer and me sitting at my computer all the time. So let's do one or two more. Trying to read these. Oh, all right. So Geraldus asked me, do you worry that when Emma arrives, you will have no time for YouTube or video games? Now, for those of you guys that don't know, and I say this in almost every video that has anything to do with me becoming a father, Emma is the name of our daughter that we will be having in a few weeks, actually. I don't think that I won't have time for YouTube or video games. I think that it's going to be cut down drastically. I will still be gaming whenever I have the chance to, and I'll probably post maybe 1 or 2 videos a week, so it'll slow down quite a bit, but it'll be for good reason. You know, priorities are a good thing to have in life, and definitely a family is a big priority. So I think that things will slow down, but I don't think that I won't have time for it. So you guys don't count me out yet. But I can't say that I'll be here every day making videos for you guys. But I would love to keep doing the Q&As and doing the occasional emblem and stuff like that. So keep things rolling. Let's see here. DC83790 asks, what are your interests outside of gaming? Interests outside of gaming. I like going to the bar with my friends. I enjoy watching the UFC. I've been a big UFC fan since I was in I was probably like a freshman in high school. Me and a friend of mine, we would watch them every weekend. And when we weren't watching live events, he was buying DVDs and then we were watching those. So I've seen a lot of fights. So those are some of my big interests. I enjoy watching cheesy sitcoms. Going to the movies, just normal stuff. Hanging out with friends. So let's see here. Anything else? Apex Edition asks, top 5 tips for getting more views and subs on YouTube. And I think there was another question similar to that somewhere in here. Let me see if I can find it. Oh yeah, and then also the 412 use TX said, what kind of advice can you give to new YouTubers and commentators? So I think those kind of go hand in hand. So I'm going to answer them both at once. So 5 tips for being a good YouTuber commentator. 1, make sure that your channel's set up properly. If you guys are using the new layout, get a channel intro. I think that it does a lot of good. My channel intro has done me pretty well. The person asking about subs and views, those are numbers that don't matter. Or I shouldn't say that they don't matter. They're numbers that shouldn't matter. I have over 4,000 subscribers. There's times where I wish I didn't. There's times where I'm glad that I do, because you want more views than you want subscribers. If that's what you're worried about, you would rather see the view number go up than see the subscriber number go up. As long as you're getting views, it means that people are watching your content and you're doing what you do. So when it comes to getting into YouTube, it should be more about just doing something that you enjoy to do expressing your enjoyment for video games or vlogging, whatever it may be, and just having fun with it, making new friends, making new connections. If you had 10 subscribers and you're really close with all those 10 subscribers, it's nice that you can actually interact with them. They enjoy your work, and you actually have like a one-on-one sort of relationship with them, as opposed to, you know, someone just for instance, like Woody's Gamertag. He has over 1 million subscribers, probably doesn't know half of them. You know, he probably knows a handful just from seeing him in the chat, seeing him in streams every once in a while, and just recognizes him still. But for me, it's more about, like, I want to have that one-on-one with everybody, and I do what I can to make that happen, basically. So, I know that wasn't 5 tips, but I think that the best advice I can give is just to do it. Don't worry about the numbers, because I worry about the numbers sometimes, and it gets me down, and I don't want to do this anymore. So, I would say don't worry about the numbers. Pepperpot717 asks, what is your sleeve? What's on your sleeve? I will show you guys. So, I'm not even sure if I'm going to be in camera when I do this very well. So, basically, I have a full sleeve. It is finished. What I have going on, I have this awesome samurai with this aura around him. This was a rendition that my tattoo artist did from imagery that I'd given him. And then on the other side, we have a nice oriental style, like totem. And then there's a nice orange cherry blossom tree, which is pretty awesome. Like, the color choices and everything were very interesting that he made. I pretty much said, go for it. And he did. And then it leads into this dragon that leads all the way around. And then it actually cuts here and then continues back around the backside where it comes into its head, which is up here. So we got this awesome dragon. And then on the inside, it's this is kanji. It's a Japanese style of text. But it's supposed to be read like this. And it stands for protector and guardian. So it kind of all just means like having that spirit within and being strong and, you know, overcoming. That's kind of what the whole thing means. And a funny story, when I first got this worked on, it was a few weeks after my 18th birthday, and he put the whole stencil on, and he was starting around the lining on the way bottom. He got about halfway around my hand, and I almost passed out. But I'll tell you guys more about that some other time. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you guys are still watching, leave your questions in the comment section below. I like to answer them, and I know you guys like to hear the answers. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I have for you guys today. Nope. I think that's all. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you later. Bye.